Hey guys, it's Brian. In this video, kind of just wanted to bring you up to speed on what I've been up to since I made my last video. I know it's been about a year. It was a bad 2017, to say the least. We've had a lot of issues with our family. My father-in-law passed away after battling cancer, and that was a big thing. My mother-in-law had a stroke, and it's just been kind of insane. So that's kind of why I disappeared. But I wanted to give you an update. We did do in vitro fertilization again. This was our second time on top of doing in utero insemination 3 other times. So over the last 4 years, we've been trying to do fertility processes on and off. And luckily, it finally worked. This time we got lucky and she is pregnant. So I just wanted to share that news with you, kind of walk you through the process. We did go through a different doctor, a different clinic, the second in vitro process. Because the first time we did the in vitro and the 3 in utero insemination through a big company in Columbus, Ohio. I'm not going to say the name, but they used to be the main point of contact, the main place that did any fertility stuff in the city. And since then, other practices have opened up, and there is another doctor, Dr. Jane, who we ended up going through the second time, and he is much more personable, much smaller of a practice, and he's got actually better success rates because his people, I think, just pay attention a little bit more. It's not all about volume, it's more about quality. So this time we ended up with 4 embryos that actually fertilized out of the process. I did the ejaculation through the electronic stimulation. I did make another video on that. Pretty much it's the TENS machine that you would use for your muscles. I used it on my junk and it stimulated ejaculation. So that was what we were able to use to actually fertilize the eggs. And again, we ended up with 4 embryos. We paid an extra $5,000 for genetic testing, and that basically rules out any bad embryos, anything that's genetically abnormal, or anything that would potentially end up, not working out. So basically, we wanted to make sure we put in a good one. And also through that, they find out the sex of the baby. So some people wouldn't want to know the sex. We did. We do have a female, so I'm really super excited to have a little girl. This is something that just, I don't know, I've been thinking about for years, obviously 4 years in the process that we've been going through this, so it's definitely time. Right now, she is 13 weeks pregnant, so she's starting to show just a little bit. She thinks she's huge already, but yeah, I just kind of wanted to share that with you and just let you know how much we appreciate all the financial help. You guys have really helped us out a lot. I know I did that a couple fundraisers. It was really, really hard for me to ask for money. It's not something I like to do, but we've spent about 40 grand over the last 4 years trying to get pregnant. So kind of something had to give. I am still paying on some loans, but your assistance was just huge. And I just wanted to thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I know Tiffany, my wife, thanks everybody the same. It's just amazing how much support we've gotten from you guys. So I also wanted to say that I'm going to look to any parents for tips and tricks. I've offered a lot of what I know as far as being paralyzed, but anything that you could offer me, throw in the comments. Throw me some tips on how you do things. I'm a little worried about just my stability, picking baby off the floor and just the general stuff, when they're real young. So I know I'll figure it out. I can figure stuff out pretty well. You've seen in other videos. But any tips that you can save me some time, I really appreciate it. And again, thank you so much for all your help. And I'll talk to you soon. Thanks a lot. Testing. Did it help? Did it not? I gotta be. More power better? More power better? How I look? How do I look? How do I look? How about that? Trying to get my shit not to be all rankly. Hey guys, it's Brian.